Secrets of the Crown is showing on Royal Arts TV. Do well to check this movie out. Now, obviously you can see it features Debbie Felix and John Ekenam. Now, this movie pretty much talks about a lady who lost her parent, became an orphan staying with her stepmom. They maltreat her, and she decided to take life into her own hands and start doing one business. Now, luckily, she entered this competition organized by the chief or organized by the palace, and the prince ended up falling in love with her. There's so many turns and ups and downs she went through to end up falling in love with the prince. Basically, that's what this movie is about. I don't want to even waste your time with long review on this movie because we have exhausted this storyline, guys. Yeah, I know. I think I just said in the previous review currently that we've reached the stage where storylines are exhausted and are now just being reshuffled, you know, repeated, and a shift of recycling the actors to act the same movie or the same storyline, and that's it. The twist will come in how perfect the actors deliver their role, or a twist, one or two twists will come in the same storyline, basically. Now, with this, I said it's the same thing with pretty much an orphan being maltreated and then falling in love with a businessman, falling in love with a rich man, getting the help from a rich man, falling in love with a prince, the same thing, So the twist is just the occupation of a character, basically. So I don't know if my review will come off as too harsh, if you want to take that or not. But let me start with the basis, which is the cinematography of this movie. I don't know what is wrong, guys. This is the cinematography of this movie, and this is the camera. I don't want to say this is the size they shot the movie in, because this is pretty much what you're going to see. Look at how tiny every look at how tiny the frame is. I don't know what Royal Art TV is thinking, who is behind this Royal Art channel. Guys, I don't know, I don't know. I just feel so irritated watching this movie. I have to watch it times 4 speed. Yes, because I know how the movie is going to end. I know the storyline. I just wanted to see if there was a twist. Well, there wasn't. So yeah, it is what it is. So I wasn't happy with the cinematography, the size. When I mean size, the frame size. Look at how tiny it is. Look at the black spaces that they left behind. I don't know what would do it. Look, I don't even know. You know what? If you have watched it, let me know what you think. Seriously, let me know what you think. Now, let's talk about the characters. Let's start with Johnny Ekenam. Now, Johnny Ekenam has dish. I don't know if you guys have noticed, when it comes to acting Prince on YouTube as a character, he's one guy that comes through with it. He does it so well, and he carries that character on his shoulder, and he does it well. Like acting a prince of a village, city, whatnot, he does this very well. So, and his costume with the character always come through. Whoever is his wardrobe artist or styles him on set, the person has been doing well so far. I think he's one actor that always look good, especially when the character shows that he's rich, he's a prince. Here, his costume was good. Now his acting, I'm not sure if I enjoyed his acting, because a prince, we didn't see maid servant, we didn't see guards, only one assistant, and that is it. And then with his odogu hat, and then with his royal beads and costume, that is it. He, Oh my goodness, this movie. Ah, my goodness, confusion all throughout. They just concentrated on the orphan and then concentrated on her meeting the prince and falling in love. I think that was the basis of the concentration of this movie. They didn't take any other aspect or element of this movie into consideration at all. They didn't even care, Seth. The character was a prince, yes, so he's playing solo, or let's assume he's a prince in a the house does not even look like a, a royal house. So, but they made us to believe that it is in the village that the prince is in. So how is he in a village and his house he doesn't have a servant, he doesn't have royal guards, the house doesn't look like a royal house. So how is he a prince? Like what shows he's a prince? Is it the outfits? Come on now, guys. Let's. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if that also affected his acting because I did not see anything. He's trying to command respect. He was. Who was he even commanding the respect to aside his assistant or his PA or personal servant? That guy. That was the only person he was trying to command respect from. And then, of course, the ladies who came to do audition for the competition that he was auditioning them for. That was it. Oh my goodness. Acting as a prince and he's driving himself. He doesn't. Oh no. Just put that character in the trash. It is not giving at all. It affected how I wanted Johnny Ekenam to carry the character, and he didn't. I wasn't. No. Then let's talk about Debbie Felix. Now, Debbie Felix and Johnny Ekenam, this is not their first time together on a set. I've seen a couple of their movies together and they always come through in terms of chemistry. They try. I mean, it's not all the way there, but at least they try. They give. It also depends on the director. Sometimes the director or the set that they are on makes some of these actors to be comfortable to give us the best. Here, I don't know what happened. As much as Debbie tried to give her best, especially since where she was very she was maltreated by her auntie, by her aunt. I wasn't feeling her acting at all. I just wasn't. I think everything just downgraded from the cinematography of the movie down to the frame ratio of the movie, how they were cutting the characters off. When I mean characters, I mean the actors. They were cutting their head off, especially if you are tall and you are out of frame. The cameraman or whoever is in charge just cut you off. And look at this. How is this a beautiful cinematography? I don't understand. Then we talk about the wicked. I think the only stand-up performer in this movie was the stepmom and then the sister or the stepsister, not stepsister, I think the cousin also. Yeah, so the auntie and then the cousin, I think they played their role well. I think with them, they stood out for me. Every other person in this movie was just a joke. Yeah, the storyline already, I mean, nothing to write home about. There was no interesting twist. The twist, someone may say, maybe is the competition. So we didn't see any competition that was taking place. In as much as it came to the audition, three ladies, is it three or two? Two ladies, and then there's the cousin, and then Debbie. That's four ladies, and that was it. There was no guy who auditioned for this competition, try to empower the youth. Omo, just put this movie in the bin, please. In as much as the thumbnail is very catchy and attractive, it is YouTube. They're going to do numbers. Some people are going to say, oh, one of the best movies so far. Look, the thumbnail is attractive. They even changed the thumbnail again itself. So yes, if you are looking for this movie, you're not going to see this thumbnail. You're going to see another one. They've changed the thumbnail to attract more views. I hope they get their views, which obviously they are going to get. But this movie rating it, I'm going to give it 1/10. This is even too high, safe, because this movie is not, it's not worth it. I'm not going to waste too much time reviewing it at all. So again, we some of these producers are just taking their fans or viewers as someone who they do not value their time and their money data to watch some of their movies. So yeah, this is not worth it. If you haven't seen it, you are not missing anything. Thank you. I'll see you all in the next video.